Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to Icewind Dale. Rime with the Frostmaiden up in the frozen north with the six-pack, eagerly pulling our heroes through the dark and snow as approximated by this looping video of good doggos doing just that. I forgot this was showing. I thought I meant to hide this and show you later. Never mind. Sneak peeks, everyone. Okay, welcome in, everybody. It's good to have you here. And good evening to my lovely players, who we shall be hearing from in just a moment. But before we do that, let us say a few thank yous. First and foremost to this little fella down below me here, Cardboard Monster, are sponsoring us all the way up until our very special one-shot next week, which is the Antipodean All-Stars. If you are in Australia, head on over to their homepage and give them a look. Lots of really cool RPG and tabletop stuff for your purchasing pleasure. And if you use the Phoenix Uaki code, you can get 15% off on your order. Now, why just Australia, you say? Well, it's because the Antipodean All-Stars one-shot is going to be all Australian and Kiwi D&D legends. Very, very excited to have all of them along. And just who will be coming along, you might say? Well, let me show you if I can find it. Sorry, I forgot where I hid it. Where are you? So yes, there we go. Drag and drop that. Boom. There it is. Oh, too big. A little bit smaller, please. There we go. Look at all of these wonderful people. So yes, Antipodean All-Stars will feature the incredible Rob and Ben from the Viva La Dirt League D&D videos, and of course various other videos that they have going on over there, especially the Dark Souls stuff that Ben does, with Rob often guesting on there. And then we have the wonderful AJ from Roll for Damage, and also soon coming her own Winter's Tale stuff. Then, of course, dreaded GM Josh, Dead Aussie Gamer Michael, and Josh from Tales of Pesh. Lots and lots of incredible people to come and watch. Next week on Saturday morning here in Japan, and down in Australia, lunchtime in New Zealand, and then over Friday evening in North America. It is going to be an incredible lineup and one of our crazy one-shot roulette games, so do not miss the fun. It's going to be such a good one. I hope you can join us. Boop. And there we are again. Hello. Now, also, speaking of fantastic and lovely Australians, the incredible people at Sirenscape, always providing our incredible music and sound effects, which you'll be hearing lots of later on, including these enthusiastic doggos here. And then, of course, when we're speaking of music, we cannot forget our good friends over on YouTube, the channel's Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy and Epic Journey. Head on to any of our VODs to get the links for those channels. Really good music to use in your games. And finally, of course, Will Savino over on Patreon, another source of incredible music for RPGs. So, with that all said, let us meet these people down here as we remember what happened last time. We found them outside this bizarre crashed vessel with tentacles coming out the front, strange material encasing what looked like some kind of nautical vessel, but here, deep inland, crashed into this mountain valley. And you were fighting off some of the locals as a couple of Puritans came swooping down out of the mountains, trying to pluck out of your hearts and have a feast. But you were successful in defeating them, and you explored into the ship, finding your way into the interior, where you were met by some very strange tentacled creatures as you met two gnome ceramorphs and their little squiddling friends, as well as a lumbering, hulking flesh golem that was hulking about the place. And you managed to talk with them. They seemed quite friendly, which was just as well. And you chatted away with them and found out that they were in desperate need of something called a psi crystal to give this strange vessel of theirs a boost that they may be on their merry way. And they agreed to help Mockingbird and Mame out of a nasty little situation that they had going on with these strange symbiotic nasty parasite type things in the back of their brains that were giving them some certain interesting powers, but also connecting them to the Lake Hag, Maud Chiselbone, a very, very nasty piece of work, who is in league with Oral the Frostmaiden herself. And they wanted to get shot of that and have their own privacy once more. So the gnome Ceramorphs, with Soyala's help, did some surgery and removed said offending creatures from the heads of our party here. And now they are free to do what they like without being spied upon and be aware of. So they finished up there, and the Ceramorphs promised not only to do this procedure for them, but also to gift them with some magic items and some fancy little knickknacks that they have hanging around their ship if they could bring back this Psy Crystal. A Psy Crystal which is very similar to the ones that they saw in the same Lake Hag's lair. So, two birds with one stone. Sorry, Mockingbird and Mummy. As they are planning on heading back to the Lake Hag's lair to destroy this evil creature that took over their minds and implanted them with these creatures, and to also retrieve a Psy Crystal for their new betentacled friends. Speaking of, one of the squidlings seemed to be quite attached to Mockingbird, and not in the tentacles wrapped around the skull sucking out the brain attached, but emotionally so, as we have closed last week with the scene of them returning towards the 10 towns through the mountains with the little tentacles poking out the back of the sack as we realized that our little friend was along for the ride. Now, let me try and hide away these doggos. Boop. There it is. And there's Oral. Hello, Oral. Okay, so as we look upon our fine heroes there, let us meet them and see how they're doing. Very, very happy to have them here, as always. Soyala, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
So hello everyone, I am Sarah. I play Soyala, the Life Cleric, and I just got done with 2 brain surgeries. So that was, quite enlightening. So feeling a little invigorated there, but also a little wary of the hag that I've heard a bit about. I haven't met her yet. So.
Yes. When the party first met this hag, Soyala was not with them. So something new. Something new to experience there. Tom, please.
Well, hello. I am Josh. In this game, I play Tom, the robotic Frostforged construct brewmaker. This all makes me very uncomfortable. I actually, I don't think I don't really remember why, but I don't like this kind of thing. I want to get revenge on the hag, but very uncomfortable about helping these. I don't even remember what they are.
Yes, just something niggling at the back of the brain from your pre-construct days. Thank you. Mockingbird, please.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Carl, and I am playing Mockingbird, the party's dubious swashbuckler / warlock, and unknowing, newly adoptive pet owner. So, very excited for that. And the party would maybe, if they had a keen eye, would see him open his bag and start cackling slightly, and formulating dubious, malevolent plans in his head, and has a entirely different new tactic for how to take on and dispose of the hag.
Noted.
Yes.
All right. Let me give you a little volume boost there. Okay, and finally, Mame, please.
My name's Sabrina. I play Mame, the Gallus Ranger, Bloom Ranger, and right now she's just trying to like get used to not having this thing in her head and just like just this weird feeling of like something missing, but it feels okay, and just thinking about like getting that hag for what she did to us in the past, and also thinking about the university
For the university.
and my colleagues.
Yes, indeed. Yes, I wonder if your other colleague has got themselves set up in the main town here in 10 Towns now, with the educational grant you gave them to get them on their feet and sorted. All right, thank you. Now, let's pop that up there. All right, good job. And finally, last but not least, a big hi, hello, and thank you to everyone joining us this evening, or whenever you are. And also, if you are over on the VOD Squad, welcome on in. It is always a pleasure to have you here whenever you get the chance. So, without further ado, let us switch up this music. There we go. Okay.
A
Back
little
to-
Pirates of the Caribbean vibe.
A little bit. Okay, let us get back to said doggos. Here they are again. Yay, go dogs, go! So I don't know if you can see the stream. Can you see the stream? Found a point of view video of sled dogs.
I saw it. Yeah, I think it's great.
Go doggies, go! It's the six pack. The six pack in glorious 3D. So, you. By the way, this was mentioned before some of you jumped into the call. There was the ability to take a short rest before you left your new betentacled friends.
We shall take that.
You should.
Yes.
Done and done.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of Roll20, let us bring you over to the map of 10 Towns. Oh, Icewind Dale as a whole, in fact. Even more. Do it, Bon Jovi! Yes, yes indeed. I wonder which of those is Bon Jovi. What do you think, Alicia? Alright. So, here we go. Now, you... If my Roll20 will thank you, behave itself. You are down in the south where it says Id Ascendant. That is where the ship is. Down here. Whoop. And you are heading to the north with a little bend to the east as you head back towards Dugan's Hall and Goodmead. There. So, please feel free to talk to each other. You are riding along in tandem here. You are able to speak even above the wind and the driving snow.
Oh, so that was terrible, and I hated it.
Oh, why is that?
I don't really know. I just had a
You're
feeling.
you're
I
such
mean-
an all-inclusive guy. What is it specifically about them that you don't like?
I think it was the tentacles on their face. Like if you have tentacles for arms or like an octopus or something, that's okay. But
Is it all tentacles that bother you, or just
no,
human?
no, just on the face.
I mean,
Oh,
to be fair, I also got an uneasy feeling.
And
But they weren't as bad as I thought they were.
and there's the fact that I might have burnt the person that they want to find.
What?
Yeah, there is that.
The brood mother, I think they called her. Yeah.
When?
In the tomb? No, it was the cistern.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It was in
Kinda bad.
Sunblight Fortress.
Oh, it was in Sunblight Fortress. Yeah, it was in the the Sunblight Fortress. I don't know. I just I had a feeling. I had this very strong reaction of something that I can't quite reach now, and
Whatever they don't know doesn't have to hurt them. What they don't know doesn't necessarily matter. I think there's a very fine line between not giving information and lying. And we can tread that line.
Well, I mean, but what will they do if their mother does not return? Will they continue to stay here? They believe greatly that she will be back.
That is true.
And I think they would suspect something if we were to say that we knew the whereabouts.
So lying then.
I'm not sure yet. I don't like to make it a habit of lying.
Yeah, that'd be such a terrible thing to do.
yep. I'm in favor of lying, but
Finally, Tolan and I are on some common ground. Now I'll just have to introduce you to cute face tentacles, and we'll be all caught up.
Talon,
What?
like, are we? Do we usually ride together? I
Um,
forget.
I forget.
Red-
I think I usually ride with Mom.
Yeah, Soyala and Mame are driving, and then you two are sat all bundled up in the
Hmm.
front.
Oh yeah, so Talon like looks ahead at the sled in front of him. The squid thing is like popping out of Mockingbird's backpack. He's like, no, I'm quite good, thank you.
We'll introduce you
Just
some other
take a
time.
quick- Take a quick peek back. Okay. This is fine. I'm just gonna keep on driving.
Did you end up stealing that?
Actually, he ended up stealing my heart and stowing away in my bag. Believe it or not, I actually had no intention of taking him.
That was a really good line, Carl.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I know that he's been known to steal before. 16.
I mean, yeah, it's a very rare sight. Mockingbird being truly honest. It just happened to stow away in his bag. He had no intent. He wanted to take it, but he didn't. It just ended up there. By the way, John, what was its name again? It was like Glix or
I think it was Rix.
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 Rix. Got it. Yeah.
Hang on, I can double check.
Don't want to misname that little cutie.
Doop-a-doo.
Well, you know, maybe the earworm has changed some things.
Back off. Yeah, lots of the arrow.
Isn't that right? Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, it has changed. Yeah,
Did
Rix,
they
I was
do
right,
some-
yeah.
Did do something to his brain when they took it out of him.
Put something else in. Well,
So this hag that we're going to, what should I know about her, since you haven't shared much?
Well, the last time we came toe to toe with her, one of our former companions left. It was our biggest defeat yet. Arguably our only defeat yet.
You looked pretty rough after that. After I saw you guys, at least.
Yeah, that's when you just met them,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it was the
She
director.
turned me into a frog.
Frog.
A frog.
She got better. They have. She has multiple, shall we say, creatures at her disposal. One of which is a skeleton of rather imposing stature that did terrible things to the internal structure of my skeleton and organs. And the others were, I don't know how you would call them, magical balls of light or
Light.
something or other that were a right pain in the ass. Then there's her herself.
Okay.
Yeah. Every bit of it was awful. Though I do think her ability to cast spells is somewhat relied to her cauldron. Some sort of. I could be wrong.
What makes you think that?
Didn't she do
I-
something with her cauldron like half the time she cast? I could
Like,
just
I
be
mean-
inferring something. All of my ability to cast things is tied to my body and like random stuff that I've done with it. I could just be making a mistake.
Well, then again, like she did use it when she cast the spell to transform me, so Paul might have a point.
It's at least good to keep an eye on, and maybe to keep her away from.
Right.
So, is this somewhere we'll be able to get to by today?
Looks up towards the sky. John.
God.
It's, I mean, you might have to travel into the night, but I mean, it's much of a muchness for you guys. Because remember, the Ceramorphs did say that they needed the Psy Crystal within 24 hours.
Right. Okay.
But we won't be running into exhaustion territory.
No, not to that point. Maybe on the way back, like when you get towards the ship again. But yeah, not when you're at East Haven.
Not like we haven't had a 24-hour crunch time before.
Yeah, true. It's a short, horrifying canoe ride from East Haven towards a cave on the ice. And from there, assuming that there's no other animals that have taken up host in the short time since we've been there last, it's not a far trek.
Indeed. Now, as you are
Just
chatting,
have to be wary.
yeah, mommy.
I just remember the water, like the living water we have to be wary of inside the cave. Sorry, continue.
Oh, that's dead, isn't it?
Okay. Maybe.
So I don't think you've heard of living water before.
Nope. I mean, there's a lot I haven't heard of until I met these guys, so.
Remember, it tried to drown me, but we stabbed it to death because it's water. It's quite easy.
You're right. Okay, sorry.
All right.
We'll explain later. Don't worry.
It'll all make sense soon. Okay. Now, let's get this map for our fine people back home. So, as you are making your way through those mountains, there is one point on your journey where the six-pack, your sled dogs, and the unfortunately less epically named, or not named at all, other sled worth of dogs, start to slow down as they smell something or they sense something ahead that you can't make out in the darkness yet.
I would not notice that at all. My animal handling is garbage.
But you notice them slowing down and almost coming to a stop.
Is that
To whatever's
Soriel or mine?
in front of us, or do they seem to be looking in any direction, or have their nose pointed?
They are focusing to the four of you. Sorry, in front of you. Sorry, not at the four of you. They are reacting to something that seems to be blocking the road, and as they slow down and the sleds gently glide forward, almost coming to a standstill, on the edge of the lights that you're using, or the night vision that you have, you see 4 figures. Standing still, wrapped up in winter cloaks and everything, and hoods pulled up over their heads, their faces in shadow, such as it is, completely obscured, as they are seemingly waiting for you to arrive.
Sorry, was this before or after Dugan's hole?
Before, you're still up in the mountains here.
Quite peculiar. What do you all make of this?
Last time
Do you
this
know
happened,
them?
it was a cult, right? I say we blow through. No time for hitchhikers.
I don't know if the dogs will listen, but we can try.
Any other takers? Mame, what do you think?
You want me to talk to him?
I feel like we should. Maybe that's not the best idea. Let's blow through.
The dogs have stopped.
Oh, well,
Shit.
Yeah, they were slowly coming down. And
how far ahead of these guys?
They are like about 20 feet in front of you now.
Okay.
And as you start talking to amongst yourself, and it comes to a proper halt. So I'm just trying to reload Sirenscape here. As you come to a
Yes,
proper
halt.
halt,
Oh, I'm waving at them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tom.
you do hear
Where
you do hear a voice call out to you. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. Alright.
Nothing, Soyala, sorry.
Okay, there we go. So, sorry. Mockingbird.
God damn it. Yeah, yes?
Get over here at once. We must talk.
I'll just hop off the sled and start walking over. If I shout, or if anything bizarre happens, either come save me or flee. Yeah, whatever. And I'll just continue walking forward.
Okay.
and
Do you know these guys?
they might be the other birds that work for the hag.
We'd save him, right? That's the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking.
Let's get our weapons ready, I guess.
And Mockingbird, as you move forward, the lead member of this group, dressed slightly differently from the others, steps forward and pulls their hood back. Ah, Mockingbird, there you are.
Ah, you lot again. Good day.
And to you. Although, it will be a very bad day if you do not listen carefully.
I thought we had an understanding.
Remind me.
Honestly, how's an organization like yours meant to survive if people can't trust our shady, informal back alley agreements? We spoke in East Haven not too many days ago.
We gave you the time that you need.
I
You said
asked.
you had something to get done. Now, time is up.
When I spoke with your companions, the time frame was not simply a day. The time frame was more closer to that of a week.
The situation has changed. Our
How
mutual
so?
friend languishing up there in Revel's End, the prison up on the coast, needs immediate attention.
What, he hasn't had his hat trimmed and cleaned in some time?
The time for jokes is past.
I understand. Listen, I told you, this is a very delicate matter that I am attending to. I would appreciate a day. If I could get that, I will be yours immediately, without further ado.
No. We have waited long enough. We have watched while you blundered around this old place when you are supposed to be working for us. Have you heard of...
Go on.
What?
You didn't think to come and help me? You saw me floundering in another person's flesh, and you didn't think to come prod me in the right direction? You know, honestly, I'd say all of this mess is just as much yours as it is mine.
I wonder if you have heard of me.
Who are you?
I am the Broken Hand Man. And he comes with these follows, of which we are always very, very grateful. Merci beaucoup.
Is that draconic?
No, it's not draconic. Imbecile.
It's undercommon.
Undercommon. Thank you, Tom. Well, not
He
that
has
this
really
hasn't
good
been.
hearing.
Honestly, he does. Not that this hasn't been extremely enlightening and all, but let me extend you a courtesy. I will help your organization, as I said I would. Believe me, I'm a man of my word. But if you do not step outside, right now, out of the way of our sleds, you will die here today. That is a promise.
So, you will not come to the aid of Jarlaxle?
I will, in one day.
It is not possible to wait any longer.
You might want to wait a little bit longer. Otherwise, there's these creatures that will eat everybody's brains. We're trying to stop that.
There, you see, Jarlaxle, I mean, it might be small,
We
but he
have
still
less
has a
than
brain.
24 hours. Maybe.
Mockingbird, tell your pet to mind her business. She does not know what brigand death is about, or what we are capable of.
I assume you heard that, Soyala?
Yes?
Well, then, I guess we have no other option. And at that moment, I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Let's see. I mean,
At him, I assume?
well, he asked, because when he asked you, are you not going to come? He actually started to move back out of the way.
Oh, he started to move back already?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case. Well, so that's a tight negotiated spot. So yeah, I don't know what my play is here. You've already taken a few steps in the right direction. Why don't you just step out of the way completely? Let us pass. And as I said, you will be mine. And from what it sounds like, you can use all the help you get. And if actually take that step further, it seems you would not be in a good position to be making new enemies right now.
This is most regrettable. But I see your choice has been made. And they step back, and he gestures with his hand, and the others step out of the way.
Oh, it's simpler than I thought. I suppose this is it then. for you and I and our wonderful organization. Should Jarlaxle escape his situation, give him my best for me. He can find me, but I assume he knows just as well as you do how fruitless of an endeavor that will be.
They pull up their hoods and melt back into the trees.
Don't forget to write. I'll put my hood back on and kind of walk back to the sled.
Well, that went well.
Yeah, I really need to find a new line of work.
Have you considered brewing?
No,
You do like beer, right?
wine, personally.
Well,
Yeah.
let's sled and talk.
Have you heard of Arkwine?
So, yes, you jump back on, and just where we transition between scenes here, a massive thank you to the Broken Hand Man and Play Nerd Allies for the follows there. Sorry, I did not pull that name out of the air. So, welcome on in. It's good to see you. You.
Well, that is
Carry on your
going
way.
to be problematic in the future, I assume. Sorry for that hold-up. Huh. Mockingbird's just going to...
What was he talking about that was so urgent?
You know, it's a symptom of memory loss that I seem to have inherited. Former memories where I undertook a slightly dubious contract to break a high-profile individual out of prison. A floating prison. It was, yeah. And I got waylaid by well over 2 years because of the woman we were about to go kill. Small world.
Well, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
So the you now does not remember this contract?
Bits and pieces.
Okay.
It's complicated.
A little better? Maybe?
Taln gives Mockingbird a knowing nod, like, oh, like bits and pieces. I understand that.
Mommy, do you have any memory problems?
No, I don't. I just was,
Oh, Mame,
actually,
what?
I grew up, hatched from the egg, into university, stayed with Yetis for about 3 years, yada yada, came
What-
to do this whole,
When did you
and, you know,
come? When did you come to Icewind Dale?
just a little bit before 3 years ago with the expedition, and then I got lost in the mountains, and that's where I stayed with my Yeti friends for 3 years.
Oh,
And
okay.
came,
So you got lost in the mountains.
yeah, so
I
Blizzard
was-
separated me and everyone.
I was mistaken. I thought you had forgotten how you got lost.
No,
That
I
was
got lost because there was a blizzard. Like,
It was also technically my fault,
I have
was it
no
not?
memory problems.
Might have been my
Yeah,
fault.
you had a
Apparently,
pretty shoddy guide.
apparently I died. Of my,
You guys
because
all avoid going into mountains and getting lost.
I mean,
Talon looks back at the mountain we just went by.
Yes, you're still passing through very steep valleys here.
like, I got lost in these mountains.
These exact mountains.
I'm fine.
Yes.
You know? These exact mountains. Like, my Yeti friends are probably nearby. Never know.
If it didn't
Nice
snow
couple.
every day, there'd probably be chicken tracks right here.
So Yala,
You know,
Yes.
thank you so much, Play Nerd Allies. You catch up far above to the right 3 little streaks of light. illuminating the snow and the mountain tops high above you, up above the valley here.
Oh,
Out to, like you said, the northeast or something?
No, just above you, up the mountainside, directly to the side, and in front of you a ways.
Does it stay there, or is it a passing light?
That's when all of you hear the whoosh and explosion of something detonating high up the mountainside. And Talm, that's when you hear a noise that you'll never forget.
Oh, fuck, not this shit again. Let's go.
those rat bastards!
And you see a gigantic, jagged crack form across the entire snow sheet up above the mountainsides to your right. And ponderously, almost in slow motion, it starts to move, sliding at first, then breaking up and billowing up in a cloud, all enveloping, all consuming, as a gigantic avalanche comes barreling down the mountainside towards you. What are you doing?
Watch
Holy shake, this
Mush,
is
mush.
to the opposite way, of course.
Okay.
The avalanche.
To the
Yeah,
left.
or yeah, not opposite. I don't want to duh. We
Sienna.
would want
Yeah,
to.
we
Mummy.
can't outrun it. We need to get to safety.
Yeah, we
yes.
can't outrun it. We need to either go left or right of it.
You are in a valley.
Coming from
This
the
spot
right.
was chosen very specifically. You are about halfway along the length of this falling snow, and you think the only way is to get forward as fast as possible and try and get it out to the edge of it. So,
Okay.
It looks
Sienna,
mushy.
Mame, please give me a animal handling check.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's a nat one for a 9.
That's 11.
Okay. So,
Yike.
you suddenly just start shouting out kind of slightly panicked and garbled message to the dogs, and they're just like looking around, they're like panting. What?
Tone will step up, being terrible with animals, of course, but knowing Dwarvish, which we have established was the language the previous owner spoke.
Mm-hmm.
And he will shout the equivalent of mush, mush, you stupid fucking dogs. Let's go.
Okay. Now, remember, Ton, you have inspiration. You can roll with advantage here if you want.
I am keenly aware.
I still have inspiration too.
Sorry, Mame. Yes, I should have said. That's my bad. I want
First
to
dice?
use it if you want to. If you want to reroll.
First dice, I'm good. It's a 5.
Second.
Second, also not good. One higher, it's a 6.
Oh my goodness me.
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna-
are.
Mame?
I'm gonna use my inspiration, okay?
You may.
Okay, I'm gonna use this. Okay, animal handling, please be higher. Random number
Yes!
generator gods. It's 20!
As in a natural?
Not natural.
Oh, no, okay, Daddy. Okay, that's good, that's good.
Not natural.
Excellent,
17
excellent.
plus 3.
Okay, we'll go back there. So I'm just trying to confiscate your shinies. Ah, you won't let me. Mame doesn't want to confiscate your shiny at all. It's like, no, it's hers. She earned it. Come on, come here.
Ah, I should.
Aha, I got it.
I keep forgetting I
I
have.
know my shiny.
Yeah. Dear viewers, thank you all for joining us. You have a little thing called Dream Pies. If you have enough, you are able to grant these shinies back to those people. Only Mockingbird and I have one at the moment. So, of course, you are also able to inflict disadvantage if you so desire. So, do drop that in chat there. We shall try and keep an eye on it. Give me a shout, guys, if you notice one that I've missed. All right, so you, with the combination, so that was a 6 plus what, Tom?
It was a 6.
Oh, total. Okay. Right. So, who was riding with
Soyala's roll was
Who's
high.
riding with
It was
Mame?
Yo.
Carl. Mockingbird.
Okay.
On the back of the sled, just screaming incoherently, unable to do anything about the situation.
Okay, so, Mame, Mockingbird, you urge your dogs faster, and they go just jetting through the valley, just like a bobsleigh down its run, as you just go shooting along, and you can still see this building cloud encroaching like ever closer from above. Soyala, Tom, I need initiative, please. Actually, just Soyala, I guess.
Yeah.
No, they have the 6-pack.
It's true.
Do we have a six?
I've survived an avalanche.
No.
I've
we
seen an
haven't
avalanche
done
before.
8.
8. Thank you. Okay, so we have rules for avalanches here. Okay. Hey,
we
teens.
do.
Good to see you. Welcome. Yes. So, as you. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Soyala, you have inspiration.
Awesome. Thank you.
Zoop. I should put it over your head like a sim. Thank you, Alicia. And welcome in Teens Dungeon. Good to see you. As always. Now, as you are, you're just trying to get them, come on, move, you idiots! And Tom's like shouting at them in Dwarven. And even though their friends are just belting off down the thing there. Actually, I will do something for you. Let's have a look at their stats here. Tom. So Soyala got to roll initiative there. I will give you a roll to make as well. Just make me a straight D20 roll, please.
Me?
Oh no, Tom.
Okay.
5. You know what?
Okay.
You're doing great, guys.
20 dice. They're getting put away. We're roll 20 dice. We're getting
You got a new set, or
It's actually
put in the
good.
box.
It's actually good because this was them trying to stay disciplined and stay in rank and file and do what they think Soyala wants them to do. They fail that roll with that 5, and they go chasing after their friends, thinking that there's some kind of game afoot. So they do speed up a little bit, but not as much as Mame's got her back, just belting out of the valley there. Now, as you go speeding down, as the encroaching wall of snow gets closer and closer, and let's have a look here, okay, this is a very high peak that's, they want you to get lots of nice momentum and crash into you as deadly as possible. So it is quite a high snowfield that they detonated with whatever it was they used. And it is 600 feet above you. And it moves 300 feet on its turn, on its initiative count.
oh boy.
Which is 10. So on initiative 10, it comes surging down towards you, half of the way down the mountainside. And Soyala, luckily you rolled an 8. Well, more than 10 would have been even luckier, but you rolled an 8 there, so you do get one more check. Give me another animal handling check.
Okay.
What's Soyala?
You have inspiration from
I
Elisha.
want to cash in on that one.
Well, like I was gonna say, I have a +8 usually, so this is a 22.
Also, seems like the time to pray.
Okay, so with a 22, finally the dogs are like, oh, right, okay, and they're just like, go,
I was like, oh,
absolutely
you're
going for
speaking
it.
in Dwarvish. That's what I have to do, and I'll speak in Dwarvish a little nicer.
That's like they look back when you say please, and they like look not appreciatively. It's like that's what it was. That's all it needed.
Tom wasn't so rude. They would have moved.
Absolutely. And you also just go charging along there. Now, as you are sliding through the snow, there's I need each of you. Let's do Mockingbird and Tom. I need each of you to roll me a d20, please.
That'll be a 4.
That is a 10.
And a 10. Okay, thank you. Now, if this doesn't hit any complications, then you may be able to make it out of here. But if that hits a snag in the valley here, could be a problem. I'm trying to remember the table. Is it the top end that there's no effects or the bottom end?
It's usually the top end.
So those rolls again, Tom?
4.
4. Okay, and
10.
Let me get my soul coin out. Tolm's gonna be hitting up on a Avernus pretty soon. So.
Ooh.
is that where you're headed? Noted. Okay.
I mean, is there a realm of beer?
I think
Valhalla?
some of the Asgardian halls, yeah.
Well, then there might be some sort of divine intervention.
Okay. Going up to that massive keg robot in the sky. Alright. So, Mame, unfortunately, your dogs, very, very keen and fast out of the gate there, go charging across. And they kind of drift off to the side at one point, and coming down from the mountain on the opposite side, there is a frozen stream, but it's distinctly lower than the rest of the valley here. So I need you to make me a dexterity check, please, Mame.
Okay.
We're gonna jump it.
Dexterity saving throw?
Slow motion.
In their dogs.
nope.
They
Dex
just really-
save, right?
Dex save, yes.
That was the time
That
to do
20.
it.
Natural 20. Let them fly, folks. If you got them, let them fly. Okay, nicely done, nicely done. So, yes, you expertly react to this sudden obstacle and aim the dogs and manage to steer them in the direction that they, yes indeed, Tom, they do see a little rise on the edge of this lower dip of frozen river gully here, and there is a slight feeling as your stomach drops out from underneath you as you get some air as the dogs go leaping across and pull the sled bodily after them, as luckily Mame managed to avoid that. And Suyala, your turn.
Oh boy,
Okay.
also a dex save?
No,
Or-
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
The most intense game of Oregon Trail I've ever seen.
Right?
Can I make the con save?
Boy. Should I use my or the thing for this, guys?
Inspiration.
I have a +4.
I think your con's not great, right?
It's a +4.
Oh, it's not
Not
bad.
bad, not bad.
Or the +4 is my saving throw. We'll try it without.
Ooh, tempting fate.
21!
Oh, nice.
Who needs
I'm a
save?
little good about
Okay.
it, but I wasn't sure.
So, Mockingbird, Tom, flailing about angry at the dogs, manages to kick up a huge bunch of snow, and the snow just blows up into your face. And if you had failed that con save, you would have been blinded for a moment and halved your speed.
Oh.
So, thank you very much. Well done, well done. So, you both
Okay.
managed to expertly
Well, never bothered
avoid
me anyway.
the complications, and you...
Sorry,
How dare you.
sorry about that.
How dare you? Sorry, Gekidanshki doing Frozen at the moment down in Tokyo. Should have to take my daughter already, shouldn't I? Anyway, and you you managed to avoid it. And your whiskers billow up and shield your face somehow. As you manage to avoid these terrible, these little wipers, the little dexterous whiskers, and you manage to avoid being blinded by the snow that is just churning up as Tolm has let his foot slip over the side and is ploughing through the snow, churning it up in front of you. And he quickly, he's like, he notices and pulls it back in, and you, with that, each only take D10 damage as the avalanche comes crashing down into the valley, mostly behind you, but it is on the very edge of it. It's like, you know, a very dramatic scene here as we just see the edge, you know, the kind of the mouth of the valley here, and you just come like exploding out of the cloud of snow, seeing it almost look like it envelops you completely. But each of you take D10. Oh, only 2. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as ice chunks and things and bits of debris and small rocks and things are swept along with the avalanche down into the valley here. But the sleds do erupt out of the far side, and slowly behind you the snow settles down and rests with the last crystals sparkling in the lights as you swiftly move away and towards Dugan's Hole once more. But then, it's very strange. The drow that were talking with Mockingbird seem to have got themselves some branches or something, but they're very straight and very smooth and attached to their feet, as leaping over a precipice on the side, you see the drow, led by this one that was talking with Mockingbird, come erupting over a small bluff of stone, and they drop down into the path behind you, and behind them, roaring at this strange guttural sound, is a huge spider-abdomened, multi-legged but drow-torsoed creature that crunches into the snow. And that one shouts at you as you're on your sleds fleeing. Do not think that we did not bring any of pets of our own from the Underdark. And they come chasing after you as I bring you over to this little thing I made today. Boop.
Oh boy.
Sorry, stream. I need to get these doggos out the way so you can see. I'm not sure if your sled's quite that fancy.
Right.
But hey, it's a close approximation. And excuse the panicked deer that is charging alongside the Driders. So
Having flashbacks to Christmas.
quite. As you are charging your way, there's a couple of the six-pack there, and you are getting down here. Now, unless all of you want to sacrifice your actions for one turn so you can dash, it is assumed that you're just moving at the sled dog's maximum speed, and if you want to fire off any spells or fire anything, then you can't move, you can't dash as a group. But that goes for them as well. If they want to dash, they can't do anything else. So it is your turn. What would you like to do? Actually, no, let's get some initiative here, shall we? Let's do this. Let's do this properly.
We don't seem to take no for an answer quite lightly.
Yeah, contractual obligations with drow are actually quite a bitch. Who would have known?
All right. Oop. I get all of you. Oh, I got the sled as well. No, I don't need the sled. Go away. And Tom. Okay, so
With a 1,
Wow.
Taln goes, I need something from my backpack. And
fall off. No. That's that one, and this one.
that thing was ice cream.
Nom 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 nom. Sorry, can we just make it a bit slow? Coping with everything tonight. Not the gifts, not the gifts. everyone is sorted. Let me reorder these. Ta-da! Alright, so we have our wonderful Mockingbird with these ex-friends of his chasing. What would you like to do, sir?
I mean, what I would like to do is jump off the sled and attack them, but that's not what I'm going to do. Because that would
Don't.
be the dumbest thing that I could possibly do.
Do it.
So I will. John, don't say that to me right now. I actually might, but I will probably just take the coward's approach, stand at the edge, and start firing eldritch blasts at them until they get within stabbing distance.
Okay, which one are you going for?
Which one is the one that was giving me serious tood earlier?
This one at the front.
Yeah, he's
The lead skier,
he's
if you will.
the one I'm
Look at him.
focusing. I'm gonna smork that guy.
See? It's a spitting image, right? Hi.
Yeah.
Shoo, 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 shoo,
Alright.
shoo, shoo.
So that is. Oh. 2. Oh, damn. It's short. Alright, that is 19 to hit.
19 will, I assume, hits.
Alright, and we got ourselves 10. Oh boy, and that is a 1 damage.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Got him.
That's it. It's like, you will pay for that. It hurts a little bit. Okay, anything
Shut
else?
up!
Any bonus action?
I mean, I don't think I can Eldritch Blast with another bonus action.
Oh, sorry.
And I am very dangerously low on daggers, so I will sort of sit. I bonus action and just swear at him incoherently.
Okay,
Damn. Multi-class barb really quick. That'll be it.
noted. Okay, so next up is Soyala.
Yes. So how exactly are we doing the dashing? Because would it only be
everyone has to skip a
those of
turn.
us?
So
Oh, okay. It would be a collective. Got it. Okay.
yeah. So you can do something because Mockingbird has.
Yep. Okay. I will Sacred Flame. I mean,
Okay.
we're already pretty capped on spells.
On the leader again.
Yes, that's a DC 16 dex save.
Dex save. Okay.
The wand.
19.
Or, okay, they pass.
So,
So,
just
no-
nimbly,
no
just to the side. They do a nifty little kick off a tree, like a fallen tree, like jump over, come back down, chasing after you.
Metagaming is hell right now, but this is the perfect time for the wand.
That is true.
Okay.
Didn't think about that. Still, quite. I don't know if is that an attunement one? I don't remember when you gave that to me, Tom.
I don't either. It is attunement. That's why I gave it to her, because I couldn't use it.
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've had a long rest since you gave it to me, so.
Okay. Soyala.
We rested at Goodmead, right?
Yes, but I thought you gave it to me after that. Either way, that's
I gave
all
it to
can
you
do.
while you were working on me. While he was working on me. Because the thing I got was so
Okay. So, Soyala, the drow coming up behind, skiing up behind their leader, bring up hand crossbows and they're shooting at you. Over their range, so it is at disadvantage, but they are nonetheless trying to hit you. Only an 8, that misses.
Yeah.
The second one going for Tom. 15.
bounces off the shiny new armor.
Cling. Nice. Okay, the third one is going for the better one. It's easier to read. Soyala again. 13.
Nope.
Okay, and the last one. Tom again. Ooh, 18.
That'll do it.
Okay, so that is going to be 6 piercing damage as this mean-looking black bolt just appears in the chink in your armor there. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Against poison?
Yes.
Alright, I have advantage.
Nice. Let's go.
Just an 11.
An 11. Ooh, okay. So I'm afraid you are poisoned as you feel this nasty substance creeping into your workings and gears.
I'm
Alright.
rolling bad tonight.
Wow.
Don't you have a thing against poison or no?
I do. This is the
Yep.
advantage.
Oh.
It was a 5 and a 1.
Surprised Warforged don't get immunity.
He's not
Would
Warforged
be overpowered.
either. Key points. Okay, so that was the last trial there. So you, sir, are poisoned. Get our conditions here. So that means you have disadvantage, I'm afraid, on your attack rolls and ability checks. Now, as that happens there, it is the elite warrior's turn, the leader. He also has a crossbow. He's going to shoot at... Ooh, different one. He's going to shoot at Mockingbird. He wants revenge. He's like, you have crossed us for the last time, you imbecile! And he shoots... Boop. 17.
That matches.
Okay, beats it. So that is 8 piercing damage. And a Constitution saving throw, please.
15.
15. Okay, you managed to shrug off the effects. I think, like the Princess Bride, you built up a tolerance over a long time to these Prague and Death poisons, and it does not manage to poison you. Okay, and then the Driders. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. These Driders, the figures coming up out of these strange bulbous forms that you see, they're wielding longbows, which have a greater range without disadvantage. So, the first one goes for Tom. It's 11. And the second one goes for Mummy. Finally, you got everyone involved. 23. Welcome to the game. Okay, and that is 9 piercing and 3 poison. So 12 total there. And that's their turn as they're just scuttling along on those legs. And look at these things, they're amazing. I think there should be some art on the main section. Oh yes, nice. Look at this. Rawr.
My.
Yes, these things are just scuttling across the snow faster than anything should naturally be able to. It's like drawing back as they're shooting these nasty poison-tipped arrows towards you. And Mame, speaking of, it's your turn. Tell me next.
I don't like this, and so I take out like a magical arrow and I cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level. And
Nice.
let's see if my arrow, it hits first. Where is this? Oh, hit dice. 12.
12, you're shooting at the leader?
I'm shooting at the spider.
The Drider, the big one? Okay. Does
Drider.
not hit, I'm afraid.
I'll go with my second shot for a 11.
Sorry. Afraid not.
Okay. Well, at least my spell's concentration
Okie doke.
for 1 minute.
So you have concentration? Okay, thank you. Let's
Um,
put that on there. Which one is the concentration circles? Where are they? Oh, I don't have that added. Silly me. Okay, I just use that one instead. Right, oops, sorry everyone. Get this dried out of the way. Alright, thank you. Now, as this continues here, Tom, Grimbrew, it is your turn.
You know, it's like my mom always used to say, if you have disadvantage, make them roll.
Bizarre motherly saying. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
The cube is gonna hit this guy.
Wait.
This guy.
They are all moving very fast. You just cast it and they'll just go through it. So they all save.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Is that how that works?
Why not? They're moving at incredibly fast pace. They don't manage to react in time. This is what the dex save is. If they don't react in time, they just run straight through it.
Okay.
So, dex save, right?
Yes.
DC
15.
15. Okay, the leader. 14 does not make it. The drow from front to back. Pass.
Pass.
Fail.
Fail.
Fail. Fail. So they're just like, no, what is this? This strange like firefly type things appear. Hang on, let's put these on here before I forget. So what shall we use? Let's use this little heart. Oh.
So we get advantage against those?
Yep.
Got it.
As they have been. They are dimly lit.
Yep, they are covered in these. What is it? What does your fairy fire look like?
I assume it's a fluorescent goop.
Okay, well both the driders fail as well.
It's
Those
kind of on
Annoying,
character.
buzzing fluorescent lights.
It's on character, is it not? Just like clink clink. Bleh.
Okay, so it's like a kind of like a Splatoon gun. You just like just firing out there. And only one of the drow manages to nimbly skip through that and duck behind a cleft in the snow and ski out the other side untouched. But the others are all glowing like glow stick glue. Yes, indeed, Alicia. Okay. And Mockingbird, can you roll me a d20, please?
Do I get an end of turn save on the poisoned, or does that stick?
Ooh, good question. I am afraid not. Yeah, it's just you're poisoned for 1 hour.
Damn, that's strong. I have
Oh,
lesser
boy,
restoration. I'll get
mommy
over it.
too?
Okay.
She got hit by something different.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, y'all are gonna love this. You got a 1.
A 1. Excellent. Thank you. So. Let me grab those complications again. And don't worry, if something happens, they have to go through it as well, so share and share alike. A natural 1 on the wilderness complications table is...
Global warming.
That's a good one.
Oh, where'd it go? There we go, Chase.
Another avalanche.
No!
The horror.
Okay, I'm afraid the dogs just kind of panic and get away from these horrible spiders, scary things. Take the sleds through this very rough patch of undergrowth and low-hanging trees. I need a Dex saving throw from. Let's roll for it. Well, yeah, whichever of you would like to make it.
Who's the dexterous one?
Yeah.
Mockingbird?
Yeah. We'll roll for that.
Hey, patient.
That is a natural 20 plus 8. So 28.
Yes. Nice. Let me get those little phoenixes flying. Okay.
Got him.
Natural 20. Yeah. Boom. Good to have you here now, patient. Patient, they are being chased by Brigand Death because Mockingbird has decided to sever ties, and they are pissed off about that. They set off an avalanche, which they escaped, and now they are being chased by angry Brigand Death, which looks something like this. Zitala, we will kill you all, you little bastards! Ah! Almost that effect.
I wanted to continue working with them. They wanted to sever ties.
Never mind. So, you managed to avoid the horrible, snaggling, tearing undergrowth, as do they. Oh, I also got a natural 20. Okay, so both of you avoid this rather rough undergrowth, and it is your turn, Mockingbird. Now, everyone, would you like to dash and skip stuff happening?
The way I see it is if we all dash, then they all dash, and combat just drags out a little bit longer, no?
True.
Yeah,
Unless,
I haven't
are we
seen
a little bit faster than them?
yet.
No, same speed, pretty much.
Yeah, then let's just continue attacking.
Skiing drow.
Alright, well,
Yeah, I'm good with- there's no immediate reason to rush yet, so I'm good for another round of battle.
I will note, in your favor.
Plus, the creatures have fairy fire.
I'm a massive fan, so if you go off a cliff, a Union Jack parachute will open and you'll just glide to safety, okay?
classic.
I need you, Mockingbird. So does England.
So does this region we're in.
So does Icewind Dale.
So does 10 pounds.
Okay.
Alright, so John, as my lens into the universe, I'm gonna ask for your suggestion here. Would you recommend or prescribe me jumping off towards these people to steal their skis? Or would you say that as the universe's lens, that is that is a bad idea?
I'm not the person to ask. I'm 100% yes. Do it. Tackle the leader and steal his skis. But I can't speak for the others.
You know, normally I am against this, but in our Avernus game, all of our crazy plans have been going perfectly fine.
Hey, slap on
Why
one of
not?
those creatures on the top of their head. Your little buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Rick's out and put him on my neck. Just so he's kind of like tentacling around, you know? And
Everyone, sorry, just
hand my pack.
in case anyone's not sure what he's referring to, let me show you. This little fella clambers up out of Mockingbird's pack and is hanging onto his neck with one spare tentacle just like in the wind as it whips past. And yes, Mockingbird, what would you like to do?
I'll just drop my pack, and before I jump off, if I die, stay away from my employee locker in East Haven. And I'm just gonna take my dagger and my short sword, and I'm just gonna jump off the back. And oh, actually, with a bonus action, I would love nothing more than to cast Hexblade's Curse on this arrogant snob in front.
Okie doke.
And then yes, yeehawing time.
So
Errol Flynn eco.
give me an acrobatics check with advantage for the fairy fire, because you have a nice lit up landing zone.
Alright, making this possible. Alright, 11 and 16 plus acrobatics was it 8, so yeah, 24.
Okay, 20 was the number to beat. This is quite a tricky move. So you, our scene, if you will, everyone, slows down for a moment as Mockingbird just vaults off the back, his sword and dagger raised up high, a la, like, was it Brad Pitt and Troy? Or something? What's the image I'm trying to find it? And it's just like, you know, it's slowly through the air. You collide smack into the Drow elite warrior, and you both go tumbling across the snow.
Witness me!
Whoosh. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Can I plant a short sword in him, or was my action to do the whole?
well, are you trying to steal skis or what?
Ah, yes, that would be my primary objective.
Okay,
Yes.
so you are tumbling through the snow here and moving back, and the others are surprised looking around you as you both end up slap bang here in the middle of everyone as you tumble back behind them. And give me either an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Is that with advantage because I'm trying to rip them off them, or is that a static one?
Just a straight grapple check, this one.
That is a 10 plus 8, 18.
18, okay, and he gets 24. I'm afraid.
All right, can I use my inspiration?
Yes, of course.
Sweet. Burning that.
Normally not after the roll, but this is fun. And
Daddy
Matt
needs
must
a new pair
know
of
that,
skis. Okay, 16 plus 8, 24.
Meets it, beats it. I got a 24 on my acrobatics check. So, what do you
Best
do?
inspiration I've ever spent. Alright, I'm gonna land as gracefully as I can under the circumstances on whatever latch he has connecting his feet to these skis, kick him off, and immediately pivot and kind of strap myself in.
Okay, so as you do this incredible move, you go vaulting through the air, grapple onto the Drow elite warrior, tussle as you roll through the snow. As you come up, you've torn the skis off him, and you see off in the forest some strange kind of forest creatures there looking on from the side as Manapot Studios come raiding on by and applauding you from the sidelines with golf claps. Very good, very good, very good. So, as they come to my welcome, yes, we are in Japan. All of us, for the time being, not for much longer, but briefly. Mockingbird will be leaving these shores before too long. Are you guys in Japan too? Nice. Okay, so please do slap on your pair of skis there, sir, and we shall see how that fares. Now you are. I'm going to say, I mean, you know, credit where it's due. That removes him from the combat as he just goes tumbling back into the distance, just spinning through the snow. He's just like, sit down, you bastard! Where are my skis? I need those. Those are my lucky skis. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That is stupid. As he just tumbles into the
Cassis, I'll get you next time, Mockingbird. And you are on your. Where have you gone now? I lost you.
Oh, you left.
I didn't tumble.
Oh dear.
Oh goodness, I did.
Oh dear.
Pizza French fry is a difficult art to master.
Here we go. Sorry, I think I grabbed when I deleted him. I think I got you too. Thank you, Manapot Studios. Welcome on. into... Oh, everything's going on here. By the way, new followers tonight, thank you so much. But do have a look at your whispers later. I will be inviting you to our Discord, which is for our followers and crew. So, Mockingbird, you are there. Let's put you back in the order there, sorry. Thank you, rewrites. And Soyala, it is your turn.
Okay, well, if I have that Wand of Web attuned, then I would like to use that.
Drift Banal, thank you. Yes, indeed. Go for it.
Okay, so while holding it, I use an action to expend a charge.
Mm-hmm.
DC 15. Let's see, I think it said strength.
So who are you casting it at?
Oh no, dex saving throw. Okay, it's a web that fills a 50-foot cube of area.
15?
50. Yes. Or sorry. 20.
20 foot, okay.
Yeah, 20 foot.
Noted. Okay,
So I'll aim it towards the front of the group.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what's the save on that?
On the wand, it says a DC 15
Hey, Drift
for
Banal.
a dex.
Dex, okay. And sorry, the DC was
15.
15. Okay, thank you. Right, so just double check something. Okay. So yeah, the drow from front again, once more from front to back. Boom. Fail. Second one.
I make this save too, don't I?
You will,
Unless
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
mistaken.
And fail.
Dexterous, right?
Fail.
DC 15 dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Yes.
above a 7 in them.
Let's see. Cheers, my friends. Thank you so much for
10,
Saturday.
so
It's a good
18.
session. You are okay, sir, as you nimbly slap on these skis and jump over the webbing as you see it come arcing down. Now, what happens if they fail there, Siona?
They are restrained until they break free by a
right.
strength check.
Nice. So, 1, 2, 3 drow are just wrapped up and tangled up. Their skis get caught in the webbing and they just go tumbling over and just get completely taken out of the action there. The other drow here nimbly jumps over it and avoids it, and the driders run over it without any problem whatsoever. They just go straight over it because they have Web Walker. They're okay. And yes,
you
mate.
deleted your
I noticed. they were next, weren't
yes, they were.
they? Yeah. All right, but there's only one of them. So he is going to angle his skis towards you, Mockingbird, as he's like, "Traitor, you shall pay for this!" and comes flying at you with his short sword. Rah.
They have their crossbows equipped, right?
You can change your weapon. That's fine.
Didn't know how that worked with like a reaction.
Yeah,
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
Interact with objects is a free action.
In previous editions, it's been a nightmare, so they made it really easy and
Right,
fun.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. But I sense that I'm going to be taking a not so insignificant amount of damage this round, so I'm going to pop shield before I get absolutely caved into the snow.
You're going to do what, sorry?
Pop shield.
Is that a reaction?
Use, yes, it is a reaction which boosts my AC plus 5.
To what?
So that would bump my armor class up to 23 until the
Wow.
end, or until my next round.
Okay, yep, that one misses then. That was at 19. So it just comes
It's my
charging at
only
you,
spell slot.
lashes out, just comes skiing quickly down towards you, lashes out with the short sword on its drawing from the scabbard. Vicious-looking curved blade with strange spider motifs on it, but it harmlessly bounces off the magic that you managed to shield yourself with. But then clicking and clacking, their chitinous legs scuttling over the snow, the Deriders come charging towards you. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, they draw these long swords from their back. Actually, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Those are my favorite kind of saving throw. That is only a 16.
Okay, what's the DC? Okay, the DC was 13, you're okay. One of them tries to cast Fairy Fire on you. Return the favor as they passed out, like, start muttering something in Undercommon, and this magic comes firing out towards you, but you manage to avoid it and duck out of the way as the other comes charging at you with its legs scuttling over the snow, and it comes at you with this two-handed longsword. And only a 13, so that misses.
Yep.
All right.
Sweet.
Mami, your
That
turn.
shield of everything.
Tom, you're next.
Okay, I'm glad that Mockingbird's a very dexterous boy. I'm gonna shoot the spiders, like one of the front spider with the magical arrow.
Okay.
And not 20.
Ooh, natural 20.
28.
Nice.
And because I still have Hail of Thorns activated at 2nd level, let's
Yes.
roll for the damage.
Nice. So
12.
Double the number of dice rolled.
Okay, so I roll again.
Yeah. But it's just double the number of dice, so without the so it's only plus 0 anyway, so 3.
Yeah, so
Okay.
15.
Yeah, 15 total.
But they have to make a dexterity saving throw and pass
Okay.
14.
Meets it, beats it. 14, I'm afraid.
Okay, then they take the full damage.
Okay. No, because the meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay, then they take half damage then.
half. Okay, so 15, so down to 7. Okay, so your arrow just flies out and then in midair goes into multiple arrows and just goes into this Drider's body. Into the Drider, right? Or the Drow?
The Strider,
Okay, yeah.
right here.
So that gets them. Okay, nice. Thank you. Anything else?
And then I'll just do a normal. Oh wait, it's still activated because it's concentration, correct? The spell.
Uh-huh.
So I'll do a second shot
That's it. Go for it.
for a 24.
Nice.
So let's do thorns. That is the okay. That's first level, so I'll just roll another. 9 plus 6, 15 damage.
Okay, another save.
Yes.
Passes, I'm afraid. They're pretty dexterous.
Okay, then they take half damage.
Okay. So same again.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you. Hits and hits. Okay. Anything else?
I'll end
Good.
my turn.
Noted. Tom.
Tom's just like woozy. He's swaying as he's trying to recover.
Poisoned,
But
yeah.
luckily, they're all lit up, so he's gonna make a straight roll.
Okay.
He's gonna hit with that one.
Who are you going for?
Guy in front. The Drider in front, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be a 24
Not
to
bad.
hit.
Nice.
I would be very upset if it didn't.
Right.
It's a firebolt, by the way.
5 volts. Okay.
Just 10.
Noted. Okay. So 10 fire damage on that Drider as the flames lick out of your appendage.
Shoots his fire off. I think I got him.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Soyala, roll me a d20, please.
11.
An 11. Okay. Just get these sorted here. Where are those chase ones there? Da-da-da. Okay, ooh, 11 just over the threshold there. Nothing happens this turn. And you're smooth sailing as your doggos go charging through the frozen night. And Mockingbird, you are skiing next to this Drider.
Yes, I am. Now, very quickly. This guy right here is actually closer to me than on the map because he just attacked me, right?
Yes, sorry, I was saying.
And everyone has used their reaction already because of the web, including
no.
the... Right?
No, it's just they just made a saving throw.
It's just a saving throw. It doesn't require a reaction.
Oh, that doesn't count as a reaction?
No.
No, it's just a saving throw, and the Driders have spider legs, so they
And
just spider leg through it.
They auto-succeeded. Okay, interesting. Alright. Then, in that case, I will... with my dagger, I'm going to stab behind me at the guy who tried to stab me.
Okay, go for it.
First, I'll be using bonus action for this one.
You have to attack before you do that.
Okay, well then I will just stab with the short sword towards the Drider.
Okay.
And... Hoorah! 17 to hit.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Misses.
Aren't they? Shouldn't you get advantage because of the fire?
I do get advantage. Thank you. And 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Hey. Alright, now that is 17 damage.
Yes.
And now the dagger is going to go backhand dagger to the guy behind me.
Okay.
Who also is lit up, don't forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
22 or
It's-
a natural 20? No,
Nah.
22 to hit.
Nice try. Worth
And that
check, worth check.
is only 4 damage. 4 damage
okay.
with the dagger.
Noted.
And with them both having been stabbed by me, I would like to move as far as I am able in a sort of lateral direction out of their grasp.
Okay, so you move off to the side.
I move off to the side, yeah, sort of
Okay.
into the tree line if I can, and try to get out of their immediate reach.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so, yes, you just go moving over. I mean, you can't get closer. Yeah, you can't get closer to the others because everyone's moving in that direction at the same speed.
Yeah.
But you can just, move away. Let's curve off to the side. Okay, so yeah, you lash out with your sword and slash across the towards the Drider, but it nimbly moves its legs out of the way. But then, thinking you're distracted by the Drider, the Drow is coming skiing up behind you. But you quickly go back with the dagger and cut them a nasty, vicious cut across their shoulder, and then swoosh out of the way as they are surprised and befuddled by your swift actions, your swashbuckler actions, you may say.
Got it again.
And Soyala, please.
Alright. They're still both looking, well, the guy in the back has been touched and the guy in the front is still looking pretty good. So I'm going to cast a guiding bolt
Okay.
at level 1.
At the front Drider.
Yeah, the front rider. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, 21 will hit. Nice.
Do that advantage just to see if no
Ooh,
damage
same.
on that. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
18.
same. Yeah, 18 radiant.
Okay, nice. That makes it pretty rough. As that radiant damage just burns into them and lights them up even more. Not double advantage, I'm afraid.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And the Drow's turn. It grits its teeth and clenches its jaw and just like angles its skis out and comes chasing after you, Mockingbird. Zoom. And it's gonna go with its short sword. Boop. 12. Misses, right?
Nope.
Alright, so yeah, that misses there. It's chasing after you there. And the Driders will pull out those longbows again and try and shoot down towards the sled. Need a D3 now. And Tom. Oop. 13. Only a 13.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit.
And the second one is going for
All again.
Soyala.
Oh, I called it.
Nice try. Fire! 21.
Yes.
Okay, that is 8 piercing and 4 poison. As you see Soyala cry out as a nasty black arrow thuds into her shoulder and she feels the poison seeping into the wound. So that's, 12 total.
Yep.
And... Mame.
Oh, I realized like the last time I rolled, I forgot to do the additional damage for my regular bow attack. But anyway,
What was it? Do you know how
so
much it was?
last time I just did the Hail of Thorn effect
Okay,
because it's additional spell like with my normal attack.
okay.
I forgot to add my normal attack last time, but it's
Gotcha.
fine.
Gotcha.
So I'll roll with my magical glowy bow and hit the same spider
Okay.
for a 25 to hit.
Ooh, nice. That hits.
And I'll roll
Oh.
for the piercing damage of the arrow.
Roll it again to see if you get a.
Oh yeah, make it a natural 20.
A nat 20, possibly.
Okay,
Maybe.
see. It's 12.
Okay, no. So stick with the first one. So 8 piercing, and there's the spell from the effect as well.
Yes.
So the
So
effect from the
it will
spell.
be 2d10. And it will be 6 damage, but it's a dexterity save of 14.
Oh yeah, thank you. And that's just on the extra damage, right?
Yeah,
The first one's automatic.
first one's
But
automatic.
passes, I'm afraid. So that
Okay.
is a total of 11. So yeah, again, the arrow splits into multiple thorns, goes into the body of this creature, which cries out in pain.
And then-
yeah,
Shall shoot a second arrow.
Go for it.
because
Hero. Savior of the people.
Okay.
12.
this, the advantage.
That's it, thank God. It is E20, not natural, not natural 20.
Hits. That's okay. Yep.
So, with my arrow, it is 9
Plus.
piercing damage.
Okay. Plus.
Plus. Oh, that's 9 on the back damage. And let's see if it gets this Hail of Thorns.
Fails the save. So full damage. Ooh, 18.
Nice.
Okay, this one just splinters into the air, right in front of the creature, and it's just blindly charging forward, distracting, looking around where Mockingbird's gone. Doesn't see the second arrow coming after figuring the first was it, and just completely pincushions the creature. Its massive, swollen abdomen just covered in these thorns. Okay, that is a total of 27. Wow, amazing. Okay.
Thank you, Tom, for the Thank you.
And
Amazing
Tom.
what one spell can do.
That fire is amazing. It's such a good spell.
Great spell. We're gonna firebolt it again.
Go for it.
Same target. 20 math.
Hits.
25.
Okay, hits. Yep.
I don't get the effect of my own advantage. I just don't get to roll disadvantage.
Hooray!
Oh, off the table.
Come back. Porcupine Driders. There we go. Yeah. It's a scrappy.
14 fire.
Nice. All right. So yes, you just see. I think all of those thorns that are sticking into it just all go whoosh as they all catch with the fire, and it all just blazing across it. And this trail of fire and smoke is coming out behind it. It's screaming in anger and pain. Okay.
I'm ready to get off this ride.
Mame, roll me a d20, please. Porcupiners. That's about that scrappy.
19.
19. Okay, no effect again. You managed to find smooth sledding here, and once more, Mame, sorry, I need you to roll me... Just a moment.
D20.
Yeah, roll me 2d20, please, Mame.
2d20.
Nice.
11 and 10.
Okay, okay. 11 and 10. Okay. Those were dexterity checks. As you hear... Well, actually, sorry. Mockingbird, Soyala, Tolm, you hear... And the trees off to the side are being thrust aside and snow's falling down off them as they're shaking violently. Mame, you hear... Oh no, you dogs! That's our little mummy! And two giant yetis come emerging out of the trees, and they also do the Hulk smash type jump. One of them, with that first, the first hit, is high enough. The DC was 12, and they've got +1. The first one, the one towards the back, here, boom, lunges out and crashes in. And to bring this down a little bit so we can see our Yeti friend here. The Yeti just comes charging out and crashes into that back Drider and just throws its arms around it and just goes tumbling off into the distance. And you just hear roars and renting sounds, and you just see, before it goes into the darkness, a glimpse of a Yeti just brandishing a bunch of Drider legs above its head. It's just like screaming. The other one, which I think we'll say is the father, because that's probably fair, misses the first Drider and just goes crunching into the snow behind it. It just comes charging out of the trees and mistimes the jump and just lands like face first in the snow back there. He's just like, oh shit! He's quickly getting to his feet. Sorry, Mummy, I tried my best. And he's grappling to his feet there. And he's like spinning on the Drider trying to catch up. He's like charging along behind it, like Sully in Monsters Inc.
Is this good?
Yes,
Is this an improvement?
I can't tell anymore.
that's my family. That's my host family. Anyway,
He looks back at Mommy. Okay.
just hear mom and just like gargling, screaming, "Rah!" Like, yeah, you go for it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Rah!
Okay. And they... Okay. There's mine. Just pop them in there at the end. And Mockingbird.
Well, fun fact, I just realized I've been playing my character wrong since I multi-classed.
Oh, yeah?
So, that's fun. The description of Booming Blade on my phone says it only activates when somebody moves away. Every description I read online says if they move, they get hit with the damage. Just if they move. So, I could have been getting extra ski damage this whole time. And this whole campaign.
Ski damage.
Ski damage, yes.
Damn
We're
it.
gonna usher that in now. So I'm going to Booming Blade out of pure rage against this poor
Drow.
chap right here.
Go for it.
And that is pretty much just a weapon attack with Booming Blade thrown on. So, 23 to hit,
That'll definitely hit.
plus the blade damage whenever he runs away or moves. Okay. Alright, so that is 19 damage with the short sword. Plus, I will give him a good daggering for good measure.
No need. With the short swords, tell me what happens.
Sweet. Okay, cool. So, I'm just going to try to wedge my sword, like my dagger, into the socket of this ski, and then push the short sword up into his ribs and try to wedge him out of the ski and tumble him into the snow.
Okay, yes. So yeah, you just bring your vicious short sword up into the vitals, and then twist it round and throw him off as he goes tumbling away in a cloud of red-stained snow, and is no longer following. Now,
Then-
you do have that offhand attack if you want to ski back towards the Drider.
I do. Like the world's most annoying mosquito, I will come and just take a flying swing at it. And yoink. Alright, so... here we go. 23 to hit. Again. Alright, and that is only going to be, looks like 3 damage this time.
Noted. That means
And if
Yep.
I declared Booming Blade for the attack that already killed, yeah, we'll just say I used it.
You cast it before the attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in time, Alicia. Okay,
Just
but
in time.
the good news is that that one is blooded. No, sorry, on its last legs, even better.
Well, it has a few of them, so.
Oh, by the way, did you roll for advantage, just in case?
I did not. Thank you. God, this advantage is just so comfy. 14.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so thank you, sir, and Soyama.
Thrown out a sacred flame.
Go for it.
The DC 16
DC 16.
for 8
Dex
radiant
save.
if they fail.
Okay, nope.
Yep.
Boop. Fails. Yep.
Okay, 8 radiant.
Okay, it does not die, but it is looking very, very horrible. And Mame, your host father is shouting out there is a terrible smell coming off it as it's burning up in front of him. He's like, it stinks. And you just hear
Okay.
you just hear the host mother's voice from the back. She's like, not half as bad as you. She's trying to catch up. Okay. And the Drider gets one last turn. As it is going to... I will roll for this. Okay, it's still angered by you, Mockingbird, and still has the intelligence to know that you've gone against Break Death. So it goes for you with its double-handed longsword.
Gosh darn spoilers.
25. So that is
Close.
7 slashing.
Take it.
Okay, so 7 slashing damage there as this longsword cuts across, but there's no poison on this one, it seems, on this blade. And
At all.
Mummy.
Okay. So, theoretically, if I were to jump with my 2 sickles,
Join us!
can I make it an attack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like
that'd be a movement.
I honestly, I think it'd be easier than when Mockingbird did it because like you can extend your wings and kind of glide over.
Yeah, because like one of my features is, gliding.
Gliding, yep.
Glide.
Okay, so you
I'm
just hear
technically a bird.
Mockingbird. The Yeti just roars in glee and pride as he sees Mame just stand up on the back of the sled, unfurl those gallus wings, and just whoosh, take to the skies and come hurtling down towards the Drider with their sickles
Single tear
drawn.
rolls down my cheek.
Give me a acrobatics with advantage, Mame.
Yes. So that is a 6. And then the next one is a 7. Ah!
Oh
Okay, I'm afraid you don't time it right, and you just kind of impact up against this drought. Now you can make the attack, but it is with this disadvantage.
I'll take it.
no! But with the advantage, does that just
So it's a straight
normalize?
roll. It is a straight roll, yes, with fairy
Great
fire.
roll. With my double sickles.
Do it. Could do it.
So 14 to hit.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Second sickle. 20 to hit, not
There you
natural.
Hits.
With a 1d4. 2 damage.
I believe.
That'll do it, I think.
Please.
Tell me what happens.
Wow.
Mom is ecstatic to see her host family just like fucking caws like caw, and just takes out her sickles and slashes into it first, and then just like misses the first time because his arm slashes, and then gets it with this arm and gets it right in the face.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, you just go soaring through the air, just overly keen to see the your host family back again, and you just go barreling into this thing, crashing into it, which forces the blow, your first blow, to go wide and miss, unfortunately, skittering off its strange spider-like skin. But then the second blade just hooks around its neck, the curve of the blade perfectly around there, and just tear it open, and it dies as your host father is sprayed with its blood, and it's just like, yes. And we are out of initiative, my friends. As Mame, there is just a yeah. What do you do as you just land? Sorry, I'm gonna stay with this image here for a sec. But you land. Okay, but that's it. That's the move. That's the move. You picked it up very quickly.
I'm gonna get some beer at the lodge. See you guys in a bit. Sorry.
Glühwein, everyone.
Yeah.
And and you slowly, I think Ciala, you pull the dogs in.
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna slow the dogs a bit just so they could catch up.
Tom.
Is this the famous physicians we heard about?
Tom.
I think so.
I need an animal handling check because Mame just leapt off your sled.
Oh
no. Oh no,
Mockingbird.
no.
Oh, that's-
sorry, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the best part. I'm with Soyala.
That's true, yeah.
Actually,
so,
wait.
Soraya and Tom, you stop
All
your
I can
sled.
do is just like
shit!
try to get the dogs to follow along.
No.
but-
Tom, shout out in Dwarven to the other one and I'll give you the animal handling check on that.
Yeah. Stop.
Animal handling, please.
Stop.
It's not good, John. It's not good at all.
Yes.
It's like my third natural one of the night.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Oh, sorry.
Mockingbird.
Let me see if I get snake eyes because I have disadvantage. It was a natural 20.
Oh my god. Bookending.
Wow.
Bookending it. Both sides of the coin. Okay.
It's
Don't worry, folks. We have the emotes for what?
stop.
Here we go. Let's get the full effect here. A mix, a cocktail, if you will. Okay. They do not heed your call, and just excited by the chase, excited by the race that they're clearly winning now. The other ones have given up and are slowing down. Ha ha! The other sled disappears into the night. And that's the six-pack, right? That was with Mame and Mockingbird.
No,
Tom's
no,
always.
it was the unnamed one.
Okay.
The beer koozies just left.
Oh yes, the beer cozies. I forgot.
So, actually, I know what I can do. Hang on. Oop. Okay. I forgot I can pause it. Ah. There we go. So you have stopped. And Mame, as you stand up, you can see your host father just comes galumphing over, kicks the Dryder's body out of the way, just his massive furred hands just clapping. He's like, "Ah, that's my little mummy. Fantastic pet, fantastic." Not as in you were his pet, as the term of endearment.
Yeah, I know.
And what do you say? You stand up?
And I just like put my sickles away and puff my chest, be like, I made you proud, but I'm just like really out of it, and I just see the dogs in the distance and just silent tear in my eye, and then just like,
And then, woof, you are knocked into a snowdrift as a Yeti tyke comes charging out of the trees and just tackles you into the snowdrift. Hey, it's you!
Hello.
Hello, it's you again, I can't believe it. Just incoherent
Hello.
babbling.
hello, hello, Luna, How much damage did I take from that?
No, nothing. It's okay.
Okay.
Look at this little
So
tyke.
much bigger than me.
Little tyke. Yeah.
It's a Yeti tyke. I'm only 4 feet.
What you can't see there in the token, which is in the full image of the art for the Yeti tyke, is that it is about to tear a small Arctic hare limb from limb. There's a very scared rabbit just out of shot in that token.
Okay.
No, sorry, I digress. So, yes, Luna has arrived and smashed you into a snowdrift. And the father just like reaches over and you just see him just like picks up the tyke by its ankle, just lifts it up. He's like, "No, you stop it, stop it!" Nah. Sets it down.
And I'll just say in Yeti, family, friends, and then I'll say in common, friends, host family.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Hello.
The mother catches up at this point, just dragging another dead Drider behind her. This'll do us for a couple of weeks.
Oh, how much I love to like catch up with you, but I'm sorry, I must go again. We are on an important mission, and I'll just say like, I am happy to see you, but I must go help my friends.
Let us give this the proper treatment that it deserves. And the father Yeti vroom, 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 through the snow. Now, Mame, we understand. You're about very important things. Massive third hand onto your shoulder. But you know, you always have a place here in the spine of the world.
Thank you. I'll come back and visit you. And then I just like my other hand on his hand on me and pat it. Trying not to tear up.
We'll miss you. But hurry back, otherwise the little one won't be so little anymore. The rest of you just like...
Radical, dude.
You know this
And I'll just be like,
isn't.
Hang in there, Tomasz. We can do it. Well,
and then
you do what you need to do, lass. And we'll be up here when you need us. And
keep that in mind.
the larger of the Yetis, well, both of them actually just come and they clap each of you rather heavy-handedly on the shoulder. Mummy, you hear them say, "You look after this one, she's special." And the mother, comforting the father who's dabbing at his eyes,
Oh.
beckons for the tyke. And the tyke says, "I'll see you soon."
See you soon.
Drider for dinner! And they start dragging, and they just disappear off into the snow-laden trees. A long, wide streak of blood in the snow behind them as they drag the Drider corpses away. And finally, the tyke turns at the tree line and raises one viciously clawed hand, already with a mouthful of Drider leg. Just waves and turns and disappears into the trees.
the hell just happened, man?
I think they were happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're just.
It doesn't sound that way, but I think they were.
Their language sounded similar to Giant to me. I think I picked up a couple of things. I think they were talking about fishing techniques.
Randomly.
Not so much. No, they're just like just farewells, goodbyes. See them soon.
Oh.
I have a place here if I need it.
Oh, okay. Well, they said which means fishing techniques in Giant.
Okay, noted. So,
Man, I need to like travel more, man.
you
Got the goggles of night on.
you all load up onto this one remaining sled, and the six-pack, bless them, here they are. Everyone that's joined us later missed this at the beginning. The six-pack, bless them, work their hardest to drag your sorry asses down to East Haven. All the way you go through Dugan's Hole, past Goodmead, pop in, say hello, grab a quick pint, and then continue north all the way to East Haven and arrive as the torches are guttering in the darkness. Not quite sure what time it is. It feels like it's getting towards the end of the day, but it's hard to tell when there's so much darkness all the time. And you dejectedly make your way to the stables, to the kennels. Slightly worried about getting a chastisement from the kennel boy, who loves all of your dogs so much. And you slide through the streets up to that familiar double. Cheers, Minstrel's Tale. As you slide up to that double gate on the kennels. Dun, 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 dun. And the kennel boy comes over, swings it open. Oh, thank goodness. You're alive.
Despite our best attempts, yes.
I was so worried when your dogs turned up without you. And he swings the door open, and the other dogs and the empty sled have made their way back, knowing instinctively where you are headed, knowing where their favorite kennel boy is, where the tastiest treats are to be had. And they, without the heavy passengers, arrived back here ahead of you. And you let the six-pack go running to them, let them all out of the harnesses, help the kennel boy, give them tasty treats and
Give them extra
water.
treats.
Oh, extra treats, excellent. Yes, they've escaped avalanches, escaped vengeful drow.
Responsibility.
And just
Escaped it all.
responsibility. As you let them have a quick rest and then start to make your way through town towards the lake shore.
Where's the lake shore?
I think
They
I would like to have a conversation with the rest of the group about taking a power
Same.
nap.
Maybe
Power
more
nap.
than a power nap.
Sound nice.
Kind of a long rest would be nice.
If you take a
How
long
many
rest,
hours has
you will
passed?
not get back to the ship in time with the side crystals.
Power nap it is.
For what it's worth, Taln has been conserving his spells.
Yeah, I've got like not a lot.
Well, then how about at least a very short power nap, so we can stitch our wounds back together and
Yeah.
wax my skis.
Sleep on the boat.
And we will return to Icewind Dale when you have had a short rest and are rowing your way through the waters of the lake towards a cliff in which are several cave mouths looking within, you know to be the lake hag, Maud Chiselbone, and your ultimate destination. Now, thank you everybody, and a massive thank you to everyone that joined us. Thank you for all of those follows. So many follows tonight. We're getting very close to 500 now. I wonder how close did that get us? I don't think it made it there just yet, but that got us very close indeed. Thank you so much. Fantastic stuff. Wonderful to have you all with us as always. How are we doing? Oh, up to 490. 10 more. 10 more of you fine folks. We'll be at 500. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for choosing to give us a follow and come by whenever you can. It's always a pleasure to have all of you here. Thank you for the cheers as well, and thank you for the raids. It was great to have you in. Also, it sounded like they were also in Japan, which is awesome to hear. Lovely other people around here. So Manapot Studios, that was, wasn't it? Thank you for the raid and for the bits there as well. Wonderful to have you all by. Thank you so much. And do come on by if you get the chance again. Thank you, Play Nerd Allies. Wonderful to have you here, and thank you for the bits as well. You and Apsy, thank you so much. And do come on by again if you get the chance, and come and join us as we will be plunging into the various depths, into the Underdark first thing on Thursday or Wednesday evening, depending on your part of the world. Then through the mists into Barovia later on Thursday. And then Friday, we'll be down in the Nine Hells in Avernus for Descent into Avernus. And that will bring us all the way around until next time we are here in Icewind Dale. But before that, we will be over on our good friend Quest Junkie UK's channel, as we will be playing our next session of the Rodania Chronicles. Give them a follow if you can. Typing. Boop. And give them a look, because they are wonderful, wonderful purveyors of Dungeons & Dragons and all sorts of other streams as well. Do head on over there if you get the chance. And we will be playing, you see me as a player, over at their channel on Saturday. Now, speaking of Saturdays, let me one more time excitedly talk about July the 10th, Saturday morning here, July the 9th, Friday evening in North America, as we'll be having our incredible Antipodean All-Stars one-shot. Crazy, randomly generated one-shot stuff here as, boop, look at that cast. Wonderful, wonderful people. We have Rob and Ben from Viva La Dirt League, AJ from Roll for Damage and Winter's Tales, Josh from Dreaded GM, Michael Dead Aussie Gamer, and Josh from Tales of Pesh. An incredible lineup of folks from Australia and New Zealand. Wonderful, wonderful people that you should come and watch, having a crazy, randomly generated one session with us, July 9th and 10th respectively. But until next time, whenever you can swing on by, thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure as always. And as we like to say around these parts, Oyasuminasai. Thank you.
Oh, Yasumi.
Take it easy. Bye.
Oh, yes, me.